Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be unboxing and setting up my new Plum Paper daily planner. So I've used one of these before and I love it so much, so I think this one's actually my third Plum Paper daily planner. I ordered some extra covers and I'm just going to go through and flip through it and set it up and get everything ready for my 2022 planner lineup. And this is going to be the final piece of my 2022 planner lineup. So eventually I'll be able to film that video as well, now that this is in my hands. But I'm going to go ahead and just open this up because I am so excited to get my hands on new planners. All right, so I sliced it open and this is what it looks like right when you open it up. I'm going to take everything out of the box and then flip through it individually. So right on the top of the package was this really cute plum paper card of some sort. I just love this design. It's so pretty. I wish this was available as a cover. I don't know if it is or not, but it says Plum Paper personalized for you by you. And these are personalized planners. And then it has some information on the back. So all of their fun stuff, like the pattern of the month, the accessories, their monthly sticker kit kind of things. I really like Plum Paper as a brand. I think they do a good job of offering a variety of products that can fit essentially any kind of organizational needs that you might have. They even include this little sample of their cover material, which is water resistant, tear proof, and then rigid and sturdy. I have so much fun with these, trying to tear them. Honestly, it's very difficult to damage their cover, and then their covers come with a clear overlay as well. I personally don't like them because they kind of attract static, but I keep the regular cover on the planners, and they're really sturdy. They're not laminated or anything, they're just really sturdy covers. And then there's a little flyer for their Win Plum Paper program, where if you follow them on Instagram and you tag them with Win Plum Paper, and in the caption you include how you customized it, why you love it, etc. They pick one person a month to reimburse for the cost of the products that are shown. And then on the back side of this is care for your planner, and the covers and all that stuff. I haven't had any issues with them getting dirty or wrinkled. I carry it around in my backpack, and that's normally pretty hard on a planner, but these have held up very well. So I am looking forward to starting a new one of these. I got some bonus covers because you can kind of change them out, especially because I like a disc-bound planner, and these are unpunched. So I ordered my planner specifically without any kind of binding on it so that I could do it myself, because I find that their disc punching is a little bit more loose of a disc punch than I would have liked. So then I will take my Happy Planner punch and do all the punching, and then use Happy Planner discs to bind it, especially because they don't offer discs on their website, so you have to go find them from another source. So if you're going with the disc-bound option, I really recommend getting the unbound option and then punching it with whatever punch corresponds to the discs that you're going to be using on the planner. So whether that's a Levenger punch and Levenger discs, or a Happy Planner punch with Happy Planner discs, I think it works a little bit better than having them pre-punch it for you. Yes, it takes a little bit of work to kind of get things set up, especially with the covers. When I punched the covers on my last one, I ended up having to stand on top of the punch to get it to go through the entire cover, but worth it for the setup. So I'm just gonna take these out of their shiny little mailers and show you these individually. So I got two of the exchangeable covers for my planner. So this one is monogrammed with just a K. It's a really cool radial floral design. It kind of reminds me of a mosaic in some ways. The inside is always the chevron pattern, which is a nice neutral, and then the back matches the floral pattern. So I'll have to punch these so that I can use them on my planner. The edges are a little bit sharp on this edge, but then they're rounded or beveled on the other side. So I personally really like the variety of cover options that they have, and I like the fact that you can purchase covers individually. I know a lot of other planner companies you can't do that, so this is a nice little perk. And then I got this one that's more of a wintry, holiday shopping scene. I thought this could be fun to use, for the holiday season. And then the back side is just a continuation of it. It's the same like design, so it's not like mirrored or anything or continuing from the front side. It's just the same. And I had the option to get this personalized as well. You can put your name on these free of charge, or initials, or like any like quotes or the year. But I just thought like design wise, this is what I wanted. But a lot of options on their website, so many covers to choose from. And then the main attraction, a lot of pages. So I ordered the 1 year planner this time around, and these are those clear like covers that I was talking about. I'm just going to throw them out because I have no use for them. I like just the regular cover. The past 2 Plum Paper dailies I've ordered, I've done the 6 month, but I think I'm kind of set on using this as my daily planner now. I've kind of gotten into a groove with it. I find that everything fits where it needs to go. So this is the daily planner for me. So I committed to a year of pages with this one, and you save a little bit of money if you order a year at a time. Plus you only have to pay that customization fee once because you're ordering it for the entire year versus like the entire 6 month planner, which is I think $4 to customize the pages with like whatever headings you want or lack thereof. But I'll show you that when I get into the actual pages of this planner. For the setup of this planner, I have the big Happy Planner punch, which I'm going to use to get this as a disc-bound planner, and then I have a set of gold metal Happy Planner discs. I feel like the gold just goes well with everything, and it matches all the pages, so this is my preference of discs. I ordered this cover design because it was their November pattern of the month, and as that one little note card thing said, if you order their pattern of the month, you get 10% off of your order, including everything else that you put into the order. So I chose to put this one on my planner because I liked the design. I thought it was cute, and it was like a nice fall pattern that I can use like for a more seasonal look, because I'm going to swap these out like every few months. But by putting this on my planner, I saved like, I don't even know, like $8 or $9. So then it offset the price of the other cover. So it's kind of like getting a free cover. At least that's how I'm going to think about it. So this is what I got for my like cover on the planner, but obviously I can swap it out with either of the other 2 that I got. I think I'm going to do the more wintry one when I'm setting this one up, just because we're in winter right now. And then all of the pages are just loose in here, and it's not my favorite thing, but you have to actually go through and do the dividers as well. You have to like figure out where they go within the body of the planner. Like, it makes sense. Like, there's monthly pages in here, but I just don't really want to figure that out. I will figure that out, but I am going to go and only put 6 months of this on the discs because I am kind of used to having that amount of pages on the discs at once. The other half is just going to go in a box for the second half of the year. And I think I'm also going to pull in the January pages from my last daily because I got this as a February start. You're able to pick your start month, which I really like that. And if you're working in like a weekly planner, so this is a daily planner, so it doesn't really matter what day of the week it starts on. But if you're looking at their weekly planner varieties, you can either choose a Sunday or a Monday start. So that is another nice option that they offer that not a lot of other planner companies do. I'm going to go ahead and get some of these pages punched. This might take a little bit of time, but definitely worth it to have this as a disc-bound planner. So I've gone ahead and disc punched all of the different pieces that I'm going to need for this setup. So I have all the dividers. I'm running through June in this planner because I want to do the first 6 months of the year. And then I have 6 months of pages punched over here. And then I did this winter cover punched as well. So I'm going to start by putting this one onto discs so I can get kind of like a structure to start building off of. When I'm punching the pages, I want to make sure that they're lined up at the same place every single time I'm punching them. That way the disc punches aren't all over the place. I tried to get them all lined up to one of the letters that's on the punch because this is the 7x9 size. And that's not exactly a Happy Planner Classic. It's a little bit smaller than a Happy Planner Classic. So the marks that they have for the Happy Planner Classic aren't going to be where you want the punches on this. So when I was punching it, I actually had to line it up a little bit above that. So I have the big sized Happy Planner punch. I'm sure you can make this work with the classic Happy Planner punch as well, but I'm lining up the edge of the page to this first T, like the center part of the T in the Happy Planner right here. And that gave me some nice equal spacing on both ends of the page. And before I even get into these dividers, I need to get the front matter into the planner. So that's like this planner belongs to page, all of those calendars, like these goal setting pages. And then I'll be able to start doing monthly stuff after that. I do want to go into my older, and actually my current daily planner and pull in January, as I had mentioned, because I started this one in February because I still had pages for January. So the planner that I'm working with right now will run February to January of 2023. I'm on a weird calendar with the daily pages, but I think this will be the most like logical way to do it, running January through June, which is like the first 6 months of the year. This one is my current Plum Paper daily, so I have this one running from August to January, but I want to take January out of here and put it on the brand new discs. Okay, that I want to keep in this planner, so I'm just going to take right up until that note page. When you're punching pages on the Happy Planner punch, you kind of have to make sure that you're only pulling like 3 or 4 pages at a time to punch, because the punch just doesn't like to take more pages than that. And if you try to put more pages in than that, you kind of risk them not getting fully aligned or pushed all the way back in the punch. And in the end, that'll make your binding look uneven. The pages will be at all sorts of different depths on the discs, and that's not something you want. You want them to all line up. So while it is a little tedious to kind of take it 2 to 3 pages at a time, like even 4 if you're feeling risky, it will kind of help keep things looking professional once you get it onto the discs. And if you want to avoid all of this stress, you can also opt for a coil-bound planner, which they have that option. I just personally do not like coiled planners because I find it really hard to write when I'm like trying to work over here. I like the Discbound because I have the option to take them off of the discs when I'm working on any particular page. And then I can get my writing in there comfortably, put it back on the discs, and call it a day. And another nice thing about the daily Discbound particularly is because I'm working in a few planners at once. So this isn't my primary planner. My primary planner is a big-sized Happy Planner where I keep like the overview of my week. This is more of like the checklist planner. Because this isn't my primary planner, if I'm like going somewhere and I'm like, I really need to keep track of what's going on this week, but also what's going on today, I can just take the page of today from this planner, stick it in my daily or stick it in my weekly layout, like in between that spread, and just carry that around with me instead of carrying around 2 separate planners. I'm putting February onto the discs right now, but the versatility of it is nice, and because I've bound this one with Happy Planner discs and the Happy Planner punch, I can move the pages in and out of other planners that I have within the Happy Planner system. So that's why I recommend punching it with whatever punch and discs you're planning on using for your other planners. And this wouldn't be a terrible planner just to have as your primary sole planner, because there is a lot of writing room and it comes in a variety of sizes. You can get it in this one, which is the middle size of the layouts that they offer. Then they offer like a mini sized one and a like a letter sized planner, which is kind of equivalent to the Happy Planner big size, which is what I use for my catch-all. Okay, we got March on the discs, or the divider for March at least. And this worked out surprisingly well by adding January in, because the way that I had it in my last planner, the January tab is at the bottom, so it's not going to directly overlap the February tab, which is up at the top, which was one of my main concerns with like bringing in months from a separate planner, but everything works out in the end. I should also mention that the color palette that I ordered this particular planner in is the modern color scheme. There are 3 different color options for the pages. So the modern one is a little bit more muted, some peaches, some mint greens. It's a pretty modern color palette, if I don't say so myself. There's also their colorful option where the colors are a little bit more vibrant and varied. And then finally they have a neutral option, which is a gray that kind of leans purple, like a purpley blue. So not exactly like a true neutral, like gray, like a true gray. It is a little bit more purpley, but if you're someone who doesn't like a lot of variation in the colors on your pages, the neutral option is also available. All 3 of the planners that I've ordered, all 3 of the daily planners that I've gotten from them have been in this modern color palette. I find that this one works best with the stickers that I like to bring in when I'm planning. But if you're someone who plans with a lot of bright colors or like wants to use like no stickers at all and really wants the colors of the pages to be the main form of decoration, the colorful one is also a very valid choice. And I like that they just give you a lot of options. So for someone who is a beginner planner, if you're a beginner planner, it might feel a little overwhelming, but I feel like they do a nice job of kind of breaking it down on their website by like, this is like step 1 is like selecting a cover, and then you select like what kind of layout you want, and they have more layouts than any other planner company I know, and they just keep coming out with new ones. I didn't know there were so many ways to set up a planner before I like scrolled through their little catalog online of like, these are the daily layouts, and these are the weekly, and these are like the dashboard, and the monthly, and the hourly. But they have a lot of options. So if you're someone who's very particular about like a layout and you need your planner to kind of be arranged a certain way, Plum Paper is a great option for like figuring out the perfect planner for you. They're not crazy expensive for the quality of a planner that this is. I want to say I paid somewhere about like 60 or 70 for the entire year of daily pages, which is 365 daily pages essentially. The 6 month, if you're kind of hesitant about starting a daily and are just like, oh, I'll try it out for 6 months, that one I think ranges about $40 for the planner, give or take like the customization fees. Okay, we're in the final stretch here. Here's the rest of June. All right, so everything is on the discs, which makes me happy to see that this is like a completed planner. I do have to pop my name in this because it's not official until you have your name in the planner. So I'm going to find some stickers to do that. So to set up this front page, I have 2 sticker books. I have Fun Alphabets, and then I have the Marabou Design sticker book that was a collab with the Happy Planner. And I am going to do like navy blue for my name in this one. There's a set of letters in here that I really like, but I just never get the chance to use. So these ones right here that have like the little gold star kind of design on them. And then I'm going to surround it by some elements out of the Marabou Design book just to spruce it up a little bit. So I always start by putting the middle letter of my name and getting that pretty central on the lines. So that would be E in my case. And I just want this to say Caitlin. Nothing too fancy about that. I love these navy blue letters, and I wish I had more of them because they're just so pretty. I am a big proponent of decorating this page. I feel like making a planner your own really starts from this initial page. And I mean, while I don't always open up my planner to this first page before flipping to the dailies, having this here makes it feel a little bit more cohesive. It makes it feel like it's mine. I'm feeling a little bit more like dedicated to this planner because I've put my name in it. I'm signing, it's like signing a document or like a contract for the next few months that this planner will help me get my life together. Or at least that's the hope. And then I'm going to go in this one, and there's some really cute moth stickers, which that feels like kind of an oxymoron, but really cute moth stickers is kind of what I'm thinking for this page. I saw them earlier. I also like these florals, which are another valid option, but I was thinking moths. Here we go. All of these little insect guys. I've used quite a few of them, as you can see, but I want this to be like just a fun page to open up my planner to that really reflects my personality being moths, of course. Moths and glitter. So I'm going to do a few little clusters of these around it, and then I might go in with some of that foliage or like leaves to kind of branch some of the dead space. Which one do I want? We'll do another one of these little dragonflies. So we got 6 of those, and then some flowers, perhaps. There's also some cute little leaves that I could work in, or pre-clustered moths. So I'm going to take another one of these, and I'm going to put it up here by the Plum Paper logo to kind of draw this up the page just a little bit further. I'll balance it out with 2. So, okay, it fits together now. Some little leaves to go with this. And the pages in the Plum Paper planner, and I've said this every single time I plan in a Plum Paper planner, are not very forgiving to stickers. I do have a hard time moving things around once I have them on the page, so as a note, you want to be really sure of where the stickers are going before you even place them on the page, especially clear stickers, because that's just like a paper tear waiting to happen. Continuing with that foliage to build up those clusters. And I think this looks good. I'm going to leave it at that. Now that my name page is all set up, I'm going to do a final flip through of this planner. So I love this cover, very wintry, but obviously I'll swap it out as the seasons go along. Gold metal discs from the Happy Planner. The inside cover is that chevron, and then my beautiful first introduction page. This planner belongs to Caitlin, with some moths. And then after that, we get into the year at a glance. So it's 2022 on these pages, and I also have 2023 in here because the year-long planner that I have runs through next January. These ones are special dates, and they're labeled out by months, so you could do like goals for each month or like big deadlines here. I don't really touch this like layout in here because I'm working in a lot of different planners that have spaces for these things, but if this were your primary planner, this would be a good place to like write goals for each month or deadlines. Then you have this one that's similar, but it's not labeled out by month, so this is ideas, plans, and goals. And for this one, if I were using it, I would set goals based on like particular areas of my life and kind of title those and then write the goals underneath them, or like even like a cleaning schedule, like things in the kitchen that should be cleaned regularly, things in the bathroom, things like in the bedroom. So that's another thing that you could do with these pages. I really do like this layout, and I find it very useful in theory. I just never end up using it when I'm using this planner because it doesn't really correspond to what I'm doing in the body of the planner. Then I have this blank notes page. It's unlined. And then the dividers. So the dividers are nice because they are kind of blank. My preference would be to have like actual designs on them, but since there's so much versatility in customizing these planners, the dividers aren't going to match every single cover that they sell. So by doing these blank ones, you can kind of decorate your own. And sometimes I put stickers on these just to like spruce it up a little bit, but a blank divider isn't the worst thing in the world, especially when my main planner has some really pretty ones. Then the back side of this, and it's still that glossy kind of texture to it, is these 3 circles: birthdays, events, things to remember. I never write on these, especially because you need a Sharpie to write on them. The texture doesn't take a regular pen very well. A notes page, which I just use for miscellaneous notes. A monthly calendar. And then the daily pages. So because I got that modern color palette, the boxes are shaded in depending on what month it is. I use this section for my top 3 priorities of the day, like the top 3 things that I really want to focus on. Then down here with the little dotted line and then solid line section, I'll use this area to write out my schedule. So either by writing like the time slot on this part and then the actual event on the right side, or sticking some stickers over it to kind of mark out what I have planned for the day. Over here with the checklist section, I'll do my running checklist. And the thing that I love about a daily planner is that there's a lot of bullet points and it's not very high stakes in, like, I can't use up all of this room to write the same thing over and over again, because if I don't get something done on Saturday, I can just migrate the task over to Sunday. So my checklist is constantly moving from day to day depending on what I got done. So this is my running checklist. Down here is kind of like miscellaneous flex space for whatever it is. I normally use this shaded box over here to do social media stuff, so things that I need to get done for my YouTube channel and my Instagram, but you can really do whatever with this area that you might need for your own personal, like, priorities or commitments. I will normally use it for, like, pictures that I have to take, but it's also a nice area for, like, a decorative quote, especially because it's a shaded box, so it stands out a little bit more. So if you want to put like a clear quote sticker on it, or like even hand write in like a motivational quote or a word to get you through that day, that's a good area. And then at the bottom, there's some more space that I kind of just use as flex space. I'll normally stick like stickers down here or washi tape, but there's a lot of writing room. Even in this 7x9 size, there's a lot of room to go around. So each day looks exactly the same. I customized it so that the headers are blank. It is a $4 charge to get any kind of customization, whether that be changing the labels that are on these or removing them completely. They have a set layout where it's like listed like to do, priorities, etc., which isn't bad, but I found myself covering them up more so than actually using them. So I just got them blank so I can kind of use them for whatever I want to do. Flipping out of January, there's normally a note page here, but I had to leave that in my last planner because of the way that I had written on things. February is a peacock blue. We've got pages that correspond to that color, so you can see a little bit of shifting in the accents on these pages. If I flip to the end of February, we have that note page, which I like. I like having a space to kind of jot down some random notes. And then March is a mint green in this planner. And the colors really vary on what start month you get because they all kind of start in the same place, but this is just how it kind of turned out in my planner. April is like a peachy pink. May is a mustard yellow, which is my personal favorite, these mustard yellow pages. We've got June, which is a little bit more of like a slate blue. And then the back matter of the planner. So once I get done with June, I moved the back matter, even though this would be after the year ends. So like January in this case, but there's some note pages that they include, dot grid, a contact sheet for like keeping track of contacts, which I don't ever use this, passwords, which I don't ever use this as well because writing down your passwords is kind of risky. And then the calendar for the upcoming year. And because the year-long planner that I ordered ends in January of 23, the backside of this is for 2024, which is ridiculous to think about that we're already approaching 2024, but such is the case. And then the back cover is just this winter scene. So that's what I have with the Plum Paper Daily. Let me know in the comments if you've ever used a Plum Paper or any kind of daily planner. I'm really interested to hear what kind of daily planners people have used. I know there's a few on the market that a lot of my planner friends use, like the Passion Planner one, or Happy Planner even has a daily planner now. So be interested to hear what kind of daily planners people use if you use a daily planner. I find it to be really helpful in my life because I have a pretty hectic schedule as a grad student who's working a few jobs. And I just need the place to like brain dump everything out. So I love my daily planner for that reason. And I love the Plum Paper planner because of the flexibility and the customization options. So if you have any questions about Plum Paper daily planners or like Plum Paper in general, I'd be happy to answer them down in the comments of this video. I've used quite a few of these Plum Paper planners at this point, and I can now say that I can say Plum Paper planner without having like a tongue tie. So that is certainly a feat with itself. I am gonna call it a night on this one. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, let me know what kind of daily planners you like. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content, and follow me on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning!